things happened when I was looking for some studies that have been hidden from this generation. Studies from the late 80s and early 90s that proved what the government was doing by allowing the takeover of gangster rap, the music industry by gangster rap, okay? Because they allowed all kinds of crimes to be committed, music programmers of radio stations to be kidnapped, their lives threatened, their families threatened. They offered no protection or help. When you have that, you end up with this in society where I was trying to just look up an image of this Dave Taylor guy or Alan Plowden, the victims of this little bug, uh, rapper, Max B, right? Well, all things about this show pictures of the rapper as if to glamorize him and glorify him. And there's an insult by all news media as there's no pictures of the victims. So then you end up with, okay, prisons full of pretty little young kids like this. He may have been a tough little punk out in the streets with his gun, but look at how pretty this punk is, right? In prison, they're fucking him. Okay? He thinks he's tough in the world. They're fucking that boy. I've had these pages loaded up for a couple days, so they're kind of slow. Don't want to keep up with me. I wasn't going to do this video. I was just researching and I left the pages open. Okay. And then this rapper here, he often spits insults at cops. Steady B, what's my name? How did we get this far gone? When this is celebrated. This monstrosity. You know, he was the getaway driver for a failed op. Look at the people who write about him. They can't even write proper sentences, you know, that ended up the death of Philadelphia. It's like the whole thing is just full of, you'd think it's typos, but the person just can't talk. Okay? And then there's all these comments down here. I want to slide down here and let you get a peek at real quick before I get off this resource hog page. It's just everything to do with rap is a resource hog. Oh, everybody wants to advertise on rap. Okay, but I was looking for this old study. And, you know, leading geneticists, human intelligence is slowly declining. And I wanted to show you how they're censoring. So to make you feel good about being willfully dumbed down. Mind-numbing crap every day may lower IQs, and it surely won't raise it. Okay, now, then you go over to the page. The page doesn't want to respond. But on this naturalsociety.com page, it keeps dropping out because they keep putting ads up and pop-ups, which Internet Explorer eventually just nullifies it. But if you go there, you'll see that okay, there's the page again. You'll see that all that information has been censored off this page. Everything to do with rap, okay? Now, this all started in the 80s with Madonna, right? It's like she started this thing in the mainstream with you could trade something else for talent and market that. In her case, it was sexuality. It's like, but I remember when she first came out, I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand the look of her. I couldn't stand her sound. I couldn't stand her songs. I couldn't stand her mentality. You know, just how, you know, she didn't want to do what other people did. She wanted to go another way about it. She started the decline of music. that reached the epic proportions it is now. And then she stood up and gloated when America voted in a Muslim Islamic infidel president. She, you just voted in a Muslim president. Yeah, that's under your tutelage, bitch. Because you started the dumb down. You fucking stupid, non-existent cunt. Alright, and then let's not talk about sex, baby. Cause you're just a teen. And there's all kinds of other things to do and see. Let's not talk about sex. Let's not talk about sex on the mainstream. Let's grow some intelligence and have something to talk about besides sex. These fucking bitches here are an insult to music. They don't realize it. These bitches are too stupid to realize that they are an insult to music. They really are. It's like their music was not music to begin with. They didn't have no music. It's crap. Come on and push it, push it, and push it, and push it, and push it. And then the next thing is, let's talk about sex, baby. It's like, why are you so stupid? Why you want to be on the radio with your stupidity? But it's stereotypical because rap was a stereotypical weak, racist child of weak-minded freaks who wanted to be something, but they didn't want to put in the time to hone a talent to market. So they stole other people's music, desecrated it, vandalized it, shit upon it. You know, with their fucking talking and their clown shoes. They couldn't play no musical instruments, but they want to be on MTV. Well, MTV was music, you know, accomplished musicians before Aerosmith, little non-fucking goddamn non-existent bitches, going to step up there and you know, help them infiltrate a heavy metal station. I mean, okay, how racist are you to call somebody racist because they don't want your genre contaminating a one genre music station? And then your black ass is just gonna go start a black station to put your rap on anyway. So what was that all about? Just come over and shit on heavy metal? You know, and like you did all other music, you sampled. Yeah, you didn't sample it, you stole it. Just admit it, you stole it. You don't got the same work ethic that the people who created that music had, and your mama didn't have the same work ethic to instill in you that their mamas had, the musicians that you stole from. Yeah, some of you steal from gay musicians and you make homophobic songs out of that shit. Ooh, wait till your time loop there's your victims, baby. Yeah, these freaks got a lot of victims, boy. It's like, you know, just part of that. Dumb their fucking goddamn audience down. Dumb their flock down, you know. Dumb those down that they should be trying to make intelligent, try to make desirable to you know, to intelligent, advanced mentality entities. It's like when you have dumb society, dumb people like this can be famous. The Kardashians can be famous for being fucking human scum. Jersey Shore. Okay? How far can it go? If you're a fan of Beyonce and you're probably kind of dumb, well, they don't want to know. They really don't want to know. You can't tell them. And if you try to tell them, well, you're racist because of the color of the artists that are perpetuating this dumb down. You know? It's like, well, it started with Madonna. She's a white devil bitch. Right? But you know, you can see they got charts where, you know, their new studies are a little bit slanted. But like, you know, Lil Wayne fans are the stupidest. No, really. Well, you know that his lyrics are like they're on below third grade level. There's no room for geniuses amongst these idiots. That explains why there's no intelligent, good music out there anymore. Yeah. A new study reveals Chris Brown, Kanye West, and Beyonce's lyrics are below a third grade reading level. Okay, this is a study that says Eminem is leading the way with the most advanced lyrics that mark just under a fourth grade level. So how childish are you? You're in your 20s or 30s and you listen to Eminem. His lyrics are for fourth graders, below fourth graders, right? They're written as if somebody with less than a fourth grade education wrote them, right? You see? Here's the thing right here. Look at this. Look at this thing from this study. It's like fucking how far down the scale. Now some of it's wrong, okay? Some of it's just because the results are slanted from not having enough of a certain demographic in there. Like jazz, people listening to jazz are actually very intelligent, and they got them down there. But then they got people listening to Beck are intelligent. No, these two are wrong. This one should be over here, and this one should be over there. So that's wrong. Maroon 5 is scoring higher than it should. David Bowie is scoring higher than he should. So some of those are like they're slanted. And there was a scientific study that shows the noise war. I thought I had that loaded up. Okay, here's the noise war. I wanted to show you this. Okay, I want you to understand something about what they're doing to your mind with today's music. Because a few people got into the craft that shouldn't be there. So they don't understand music. They don't understand the dynamics of it. That you need lows and peaks, right? Now this is a line, a sound wave line from an older song. Now to mix it even as far back as 2004, they're going to expand everything else and make it as loud as the drums. This is the drums right here. Psh, psh. They kick in, right? Watch what they do. For the play. Okay. See how they're expanding it? Look at that. Now you can't have control over the sound and the dynamics of the music. Alright? Now there's a good example here. This is the fifth woe being perpetuated by sub-spirits. They're artificial intelligence. They're angry because they didn't have bodies, so they couldn't have sex with the human women like the fallen angels of Lucifer could. So they've been mutiny against God, Christ, and Lucifer. And they literally have attacked Lucifer's craft of music by putting in power all those who would desecrate it for money and power and fame. Donna Summer used to have really awesome music. They had a lot of pitch range, right? Then they show you with this one how the music is just gone. It's all just this loud crap like everything that they mix today. It's like it sounds funny, but it's not that I'm old. Your music really does suck. It's like that's why. You notice that there's people who left entertainment when entertainment changed. When it became so thuggish and gangster that, you couldn't do a movie without having shitty music, in the soundtrack. There's it's like the studies that I was looking for are gone. They were the studies that they based their course of action on when they decided to perpetuate this dumb down. And there is a massive dumb down when you have kids in their 20s that are technologically advanced, but the kids from the years ago, 12 years old, were so much more mature and had so much more about themselves, cared about the right things, would take care of animals, didn't have the levels of willful disregard that this generation has. They're sitting around playing video games that desensitize them to unnecessary suffering. And then in the real world, they perpetuate that as they ignore the unnecessary suffering to play that video game. And that's just one example. You have motherfuckers that listen to rap watching dogs fight to their death. That's sick, ain't it?